Well, it's been a much drier day across central Alabama. Good day to be outside, maybe do some yard work. A lot to do before the Memorial Day weekend if you're hosting a picnic.
I might just take tomorrow off to get some of that yard work done because Jason, our first warning chief meteorologist, tells me that I need to get my work in now before the weekend gets here, perhaps.
Yeah, looks like it. Tomorrow's a near perfect kind of late spring day around here. Humidity's going to be low, the sun shining brightly. Very, very small chance of a shower in the northern part of the state on Friday afternoon, Friday evening. Then we get into our first warning impact days, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. 4 of them lined up back to back to back to back because of more widespread thunderstorms. So the severe weather issue, of course, there's a question mark on that because we're not looking at a big storm system like the one that hit us on Tuesday. This is just round after round of thunderstorms with a lot of energy around in the atmosphere, and some of them potentially could be severe, although lightning is probably going to be the most impactful thing. Some storms potentially could produce some large hail and some gusty winds, and with multiple waves of rain and storms coming, some localized flash flooding will be a possibility. In the short term, though, weather looks pretty good for tonight into early tomorrow morning. We'll be down in the upper 50s to start out your Friday, and then getting only to around 80 tomorrow afternoon with a mostly sunny sky. So here's a look at the 7-day forecast. Beautiful day tomorrow, cool in the morning, pleasantly warm in the afternoon. The humidity staying low means that 80 feels like 80. It's not much worse. But then Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, we start to get that soupy, tropical kind of humidity back, and that's going to fuel thunderstorms, some even on Memorial Day, some on Tuesday. And toward the end of next week, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I think the atmosphere is going to stay stirred up enough that we're going to see more showers and storms. So here's what we're looking at. Multiple waves of rain and storms following that path right there from Missouri and Arkansas, Tennessee, Mississippi, into Alabama and Georgia. The highest potential for very heavy rainfall this time probably a bit north of I-20, which is a breather for places like Tuscaloosa and Chilton County and Shelby County and Talladega County, where some places have close to 15 inches of rain so far this month. But we're still all going to get a pretty good soaking between now and Tuesday of next week as we just keep adding it up and adding it up. I think on average, if you look at the whole state here, about 1 to 2 inches of rain is a guarantee, but there may be some isolated spots capable of getting more than 5 inches of rain. Let's look at it in terms of when the storms are expected. Now, I'll tell you this, Saturday it's not going to rain the whole day in Birmingham, but in North Alabama, if you're thinking about a day on Lake Gunnersville Saturday, Smith Lake, or maybe up toward the Shoals area, Nickajack Lake up toward Chattanooga, there will be showers and thunderstorms up in the northern part of Alabama, southern Tennessee for a good chunk of the day Saturday. But this area, and what we're looking at here, is lightning. It's not rain. We're looking at the intensity of the lightning over West Alabama, eastern Mississippi Saturday afternoon. We'll have to watch that. Some of those storms may be on the strong side, and then we're going to see the same kind of pattern on Sunday. It's steamy and very hot and humid out ahead of these things, but look at this. By 9 a.m., storms are already beginning to move to the south. By noon, they're approaching Cullman, Jasper, maybe even into Jefferson County by lunchtime on Sunday. And then some of these, as we get into that daytime heating, temperatures in the mid-80s, could be quite intense. Monday, it's going to be more of the exact same thing happening over again. Monday's high about 83. Tuesday in the low 80s, upper 70s, low 80s next week with the showers and storms still churning in this sticky, humid atmosphere that we have. And the high humidity should remind you of summertime. And summertime is hurricane season across the Gulf of Mexico and the Atlantic Basin. Meteorologist Jordan West, we got a new update from NOAA today on how many storms are expected this season.
That's right, and the overall message is that they're forecasting an above average season, similar to what we saw last year. Last year, we saw 18 named storms, 11 of those being hurricanes, and 5 of those being major hurricanes, which is above what we typically see on a given year-to-year basis. The newest outlook from NOAA includes 13 to 19 named storms, 6 to 10 of these named storms being hurricanes, and anywhere between 3 to 5 of those hurricanes being major hurricanes. And you may have seen this before, and that's because the Colorado State University also issues a forecast every year, and they issued a forecast about a month and a half ago, and they are forecasting 17 named storms and 9 hurricanes, and 4 of those being major hurricanes. And all of those numbers fall within what NOAA also forecasted, both of these above average. So we still got time to prepare. We only are 10 days away from hurricane season, and we're not looking at anything out there in the Atlantic Ocean anyways that suggests any tropical systems anytime soon. But the good news is here in Alabama, we didn't gain direct impacts from anything. So whatever you planned and prepared for last year, you might still have this year. Just make sure you go through the garage, go through the closet, make sure you are prepared for this hurricane season. You can find more on this at WVTM13.com.